Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Lewis, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Let's go.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota now from the 50. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Lewis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
One. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
15.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first. On first down, this is Geis. Dances by him. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Smith airing one out for Crowder. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check. 53 fight. Check. 53 fight.
They run. This is Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a big play there by Lewis. 66 yards for him on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll go on the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Oh, a design run for their wideout. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Going deep here for Taylor. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Smith now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Smith. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Daquan Jones forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play, Smith to Crowder. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Shift.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking long for his tight end. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down. Shift. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey. 4 down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a toss play to Lewis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They try again with Lewis. And an alley to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Well, now they'll try the end around. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. So the offense starts that reverse. Looks like all the action, it's going that way. Then the reverse, and it was like the Red Sea parted.
Did your eyes go to the same place mine did?
Yes, they did.
All
All
we
there.
thought the action was going. And then we had to reverse course, too, just as the runner did, and come back the other way. He was wide open after that play.
To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete here. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Smith, operating from the gun. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 13. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 18. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. That is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Smith. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. The 13 yards that time at a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Hey, on. 35.
Now Thompson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good list. Orange.
Now Smith to throw on 2nd down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Smith from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
One.
Mariota to throw it this time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they'd better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go.
Double.
Geis receives the pitch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Smith going to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
35. 15, yeah.
Now Smith dumps it off for Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's able to clock it with time remaining. And now they'll have a shot at a long field goal that is going to decide this game. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This will be from 53 for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This will be from 53 for the win. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire, but in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. They'll check it down to Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted.